Alright, so I want to show you guys my Scrambler program script. And so what it does is it takes a text file and basically encrypts it by turning every single letter and number in that text file and turns it into ASCII numbers. And each line is separated by a list. So it's going to be a list of lists, and inside that list is going to be a bunch of ASCII numbers. It's going to be a line of each ASCII number. And the backstory to making this program is basically I was watching some guy pick apart a malware, a virus, like computer virus, and I think they call it obfuscating. But basically, what the hacker does is they kind of scramble up their code so that people like the police or people who are trying to fix this problem can't find what their code does and what it does. So let's go to documents here, and I made it for my literature. It's like I don't want people reading my stories that I'm making. Let's just make a sample text. So let's say call it sample.txt. Okay, and let's this is a sample text. Let's put another line here, and this will be scrambled later. There we go. Okay. So now, if you see here, we have sample.txt, and so we just have to run this scrambler, and then we run the sample.txt as an argument. So if we run that, then we'll get a sample scramble.txt. So let's see what's inside this sample scramble.txt, and here we go. It's just a bunch of numbers. So like, what the fuck does this mean? We don't know. These are actually ASCII numbers, and each list inside this list is a line. So you see right here, this is that empty line that we had in there. So that's oh shit. That's this empty line. These empty lines. So that's an empty list. So actually, let's remove sample.txt. So now let's say we only have a sample scramble.txt. If we send this to somebody, we send to somebody sample scrambled, and they're like, what the fuck is this? Now the key is to unscramble this. So we just have to run the unscramble Python program, and then after that run the scramble.txt, and let's see what we get. So now it'll output sample.txt. I could have made it more like original, saying like unscrambled sample.txt, but I thought that was redundant. So that's it. And here we go. Just one backside is I had to have this this space in the beginning, but other than that, it converts it back. It's pretty cool, right? So actually, let's look at the actual code. Stories. So let's look at this code actually. So scrambler.py, and then let's go to documents, literature, stories, and then let's look at the unscramble. So basically, I have to clean this up. I haven't cleaned this up yet, but let's look at this first. So we have a scrambler. We'll not look at the big code, but basically what it does is this is basically takes an argument after you type in scrambler.py. Anything after that takes that and turns it into a string, and we just want to take that string and then use that. Basically, that's what it does. And then after that, nested list is equal to file ASCII convert. So what this does is it converts it into ASCII numbers. So here, file ASCII convert. Basically, it takes in another function. So it takes every single line and then turns those lines into ASCII numbers, and then appends those lines into here. So then we have a list of lists of numbers that correspond to that. And then for this, we just add 1999 to it to make it seem that it's not actually ASCII numbers. So this is the ASCII. Basically, the big point is this ORD function. So ORD turns a letter or anything, a string, into its ASCII convert, and that's the main thing to that. And then write to a new file. So this basically creates a new file. What I had to do was I had to take the name, get the position of the dot of that name, so that we could, like let's say you have sample.txt. We just want to get sample and then insert the underscore scrambled, and then and then after that add that back in. So where is that here? ASCII convert, letter convert, get new name, here it is. So it's just a while loop searching for where the dot is, and if we find where the dot is, then we'll use that dot to insert scrambled into there. And then after that we have the letter convert. So the main thing here is what I found was this import ASCII. So import ASCII, what that does is it takes the string. Well, what I used it for is it takes a string of a list of lists. So in the beginning it's just a string. So the program doesn't read it as a list. So what it does is it converts all of that into its list of numbers so that we can properly use them. And then after that, it just takes out the scrambled word, and then after that converts it back into its regular format. So yeah, that is my scrambler.